I'm Nick Perez. I am 20 years old. I am a fashion designer, artist, creative director, MUA, just whole kind of creative and entity, I guess is the word. I always think of an idea. It's who is this woman, who does she want to be, and how can I make her vision become a reality? Because to me, I always see myself as an illusionist. I always see myself as a creator. I like the idea of having a woman who is very, very simple, very, very easygoing. I love the idea of having her be able to wear a Nico gown and feel as if she's a muse. Feel as if she can walk out the door and feel photographed. Feel as if she can take on the world no matter what, because my gowns are weightless, they're creative. They're one of those pieces that kind of, they don't demand attention, they should expect it. The name Nico comes from my grandma. She calls me Dominicos. With that also comes the idea of tradition and culture that kind of goes into the dresses themselves. So when people talk about my style, it's very Spanish and Mexican influence. So whenever the woman's wearing it, she needs to feel as if she's carrying that vibe with her, as if she's carrying that motif walking around. So going back to the question, what makes it a Nico gown is the originality, the creativity, the culture of it, really. It's just one of those things to where if you put on the gown, you should feel ready to take on the world. I had just moved out, and only because I needed more space. I just moved up from my hometown into Corpus, and I was battling heavily with anxiety, like to a point where I did not think that I would live to see the next show. And I think I'm comfortable talking about mental health because I think there needs to be a conversation about it, 100%. So whenever I took my break, I was not sewing, I was not painting, I was not doing anything creative. I was just kind of working to live. And I think it kind of took that little hell and back to kind of figure out, you know what, this is not where I want to be. There's one quote from Tim Gunn that I probably use the most, and that is simply make it work. If you don't have your resources that you think you need, you make it work. Whenever I was 16, my mom was throwing out some curtains, and I was like, hey, I'm taking those out of the trash can and I'm using them. 3 weeks later, I made a romper that walked the runway out of those curtains. So to me, I don't believe in kind of excuses, and I think that's just something my dad taught me. My dad is a very, very hard worker. He's the strongest superhero that I know, and I think he kind of showed me that if you don't have something, you make it work. I think the spark for wanting to work with like celebrities though and stuff like that was when I was 16. I made a denim jacket and I painted all over it, and I wore it to a Gaga concert. Lady Gaga, you know, those who don't know, the queen. And she literally saw it, grabbed it, performed a set with it, and kept it. I want that shit back.